Would you believe that the most well-known soda brand in the world used to sell wine, coffee, and even clothes? Not in a different world far away, but right here in this one. Coca-Cola wasn't just the king of soda once upon a time. It was a company that tried everything to see what would stick. Coca-Cola is the company that most people think of when they think of modern marketing. The red and white label, the glass bottle, and the Christmas tree in December are all things that people around the world know and love. But there is a story behind that famous picture that is full of strange experiments, failed businesses, and goods that no one saw coming. Let's go back. In 1886, John Pemberton, a pharmacist from Atlanta, made a caramel-colored syrup that he called Coca-Cola. At first, it was sold as a medicine tonic. It cost 5 cents a glass at soda stations. But there's a catch: the first recipe had both cocaine and caffeine in it. This is why it's called Coca-Cola. It lost the cocaine but kept the fizz and became America's favorite soft drink in just a few decades. But as the name grew in the 1900s, the business needed more. They didn't want to take over just one food store aisle. They made plans to get all of them. So Coca-Cola began to try new things. First, wine. Coca-Cola bought Sterling Vineyards, a winery in California, in the 1970s. This was not a side project. Things got worse. They added high-end wines, hired the best people, and even started making plans for a wider range of drinking drinks. The sense? Since people drink drinks, why not own them all? But the wine business wasn't fun and bubbly like soda. Branding had to be different because it was slower and more niche. Coca-Cola quietly sold off its farms in the 1980s and stopped making wine by that time. Next, coffee. Coke did try to get into the coffee business a long time before Starbucks took over the world. At the beginning of the 2000s, they put out a line of cold coffees in cans with names like Georgia Coffee in Japan. This product did pretty well there. But efforts to sell coffee goods in the US market didn't quite work out. They did try, that's for sure. In 2006, they came out with Coca-Cola BlāK, a strange mix of coffee and cola that came in a sleek black box. It was ahead of its time, maybe even too far. Some people didn't understand it. Was it soda? Was it coffee? Almost as quickly as it came, the item was gone. This one is the strangest of all: clothes. Yes, that is true. Back in the 1980s, Coca-Cola paid a lot of attention to fashion. For kids, they made a whole line of clothes with the Coca-Cola logo on them, like sweatshirts and jeans. You won't believe it, but it worked for a while. That wasn't just stuff. The Coca-Cola logo was splashed all over these looks like a cool badge of honor. In fact, Coca-Cola clothes were so popular that department shops had whole racks of them. Famous people wore it. There were even shows of clothes. But, like many 1980s trends, it didn't last. As quickly as they came into style, Coca-Cola had to leave it. So why did Coca-Cola try so many odd jobs on the side? Growth is the word. What do you do when you're already the best at soda? You try to control every part of the beverage market, and sometimes the leisure market as well. The Coke brand has never just been a drink. It is a well-known machine. That machine also doesn't sleep. Coca-Cola still owns or invests in a huge number of different goods. These include bottled water, juices, sports drinks, teas, plant-based milk alternatives, and even spiked seltzers and cocktail mixers. Some of their tests don't work out. Some people do very well in niche markets that you might not even know about. If Coca-Cola wants to get new ideas, they throw 100 at the wall and see which ones stick. They then quietly throw the rest away. But once in a while, someone does look under that rug and learns that the most famous soda brand in the world once tried to become your favorite winery, your morning coffee, and your favorite clothes line. When you next crack open a Coke, remember that you're not drinking the result of one great idea, you're drinking the result of 100 years of risky, strange, and wildly ambitious trials. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.